Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. The end is near beta. Still not out in the main branch, but we're going to be playing some warm-up Dead Cells. And I promise today that there's going to be less whining and complaining about the cursed update, because I'm going to completely ignore it for this run. Yes, I'm just going to play a normal run of Dead Cells. What is this head? Please give me a new head. I want a head. Why is the head one of the servants as well? That looks so weird. I want a weird head. I want like a weird flame head. Even the scarecrow hat, it's weird because it's not actually a head, you know what I mean? Dude, I really liked the cell head last time. You know what I really liked? I liked the sweet blob head. That one's pretty fun. I also think glitch head is pretty good, but just give me cell head. I like cell head. Just use a cool skin. All the skins are cool, and that's a complete lie. I have some of them disabled right now. All of the heads are cool. That's a complete lie. I said no to the servant head one, but I like this one. It's very brightly colored, I suppose. Now we do have all of the blueprints for all of the cursed update equipment. That is the anathema there, the purple circle and the green heart. Gotta be honest though, I don't really want to use any of the cursed update equipment because I don't like curse as a mechanic in this game. I think it's actually just an anti-fun mechanic due to the fact that I don't play the game to be perfect. I play the game to have fun, which oftentimes means that I am running into combat without thinking properly and trying to go fast. And I think that the cursed is a little bit antithetical to that play style, so I'm gonna probably ignore it for the most part, honestly from now until like forever, which might not be what people are interested in, but it's what I'm interested in. But why don't we ow. How did the does the spiked shield really not deflect any sort of a projectile with the explosive crossbow bolts? I mean, I know that they do explode, you know, on contact, basically. But it did seem a little bit weird that it didn't actually create any, like, reflected projectile. It seems a little loud today. I don't know why everything seems a little loud, but that's okay. Zara says, use a cool skin. I've been doing a lot of... Okay, you're a little slow right now. I've been doing a lot of random skins in my runs, of just kind of like letting the game choose the outfit for me. I like that they have the new heads in as well. I like that it's another thing that you can kind of just like randomize on a run for the hell of it. Hey, get out of here. Try it again. You know what? Try it again. Try it again! One of these days, man. One of these days. I should do the thing that I always talk about, which is try to use more shields in a run. I'm just a bit of a doofus. I don't like blocking. I like hitting. I like hitting as hard as I can. Hey Gladier, welcome. I don't think any shields deflect the explosive arrows, do they? It's one of those things that has probably been true for forever, but I actually just never realized it until, you know, just now. I guess there are no shields that can deflect those explosive arrows, because any shield would deflect it, if it was deflectable. Although maybe Cocoon could. Maybe the Cocoon could? Could the Cocoon deflect a shot if the Cocoon can deflect anything? That would be kind of interesting to be able to have another use for the Cocoon. I know that it can deflect some things that normally you can't deflect with the shield, like the blue bird ground-based explosion, any sort of like shockwave attack can be deflected with it. I'm just not big on shields. And for skills especially, I want to have skills that do damage and have like quick cooldowns as much as possible. I want damage out of those. That's for when I'm fighting an elite and I need to just kill him quickly. Zara says the amount of items in this game is insane, and they keep adding more. Like with the Cursed update where they added curse-themed items, which I will never use. Because I don't want to use the cursed items, because I don't want to die in one hit. I have to try to win my runs of dead cells. I can't afford to die. I can't afford to die. This is not teleportation, that's teleportation. It just never feels good to die to curse. You're like, wow, well, I wish I didn't take that curse now. I would have lived. Even more so when it's like due to a bug that you die. I will go to the sewers. Let's do it. Connie says, jacket might be my skin of choice for 9 out of 10 runs just for the crit numbers. Hotline Miami skin is a pretty good skin. And I'm a big fan of whatever that big beefy blue skin is as well, but I'm also a big fan of the big blue head. Hopefully it doesn't change to the other head in the immediate next biome. Let's see. We're doing a brutality run, so we don't really need any other mutations at this point. The Mountain Dew region, says Wart Maulers. Be real with me. Do you drink Mountain Dew? Have you drank Mountain Dew? I mean, like any male, I have drank Mountain Dew. Not lately, though. Not lately. Mud says, damn, now I want a soda. I'm very much a, you know, as of late, I mean, the past many years, really just like a SodaStream fan. Except for their root beer, which has fructose in it and apparently just makes me get a headache. So I think I have some sort of like fructose, not resistance, the inverse of that. Sort of like a fructose weakness. If ever I start to, you know, go crazy, get out of control and need to stop me, just, you know, poison me with fructose. Where are you? You'll only get sugar-free now, it's sad, really. Mountain Dew stopped doing the regular version in 1.5 liter bottles over here, says Connie. I will never again buy soda as soon as they start only, I don't really buy soda, but I stopped buying soda as soon as they stopped having like 2 liters of things. It's like, well, I know what you're doing. You're trying to, you know, have your cake and eat it too. You're trying to get more money out of each sale by making everything smaller. You're shrinkflationing something that has no like, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Oh God. You're shrinkflating something that has no like nutritional value. It's just a snack. Ugh. Dun, dun, dun. As for like my favorite, you know, mainline, you jerk, soda, I'm actually a very big fan of vanilla Coke. But it's so hard to find because they don't actually have like 2 liters of vanilla Coke anymore. You can only buy them in like, you know, the 8-ounce bottles or whatever. Every once in a while, I'm just like in a gas station and I'm like, oh man, I could really go for a drink right now. Because it's like a hot day and I'm like, I know I could get water, but you know what I could also get? Freaking vanilla Coke. Sorry, maybe I should stop this topic of conversation. It's probably making Mud very thirsty. He's gonna start acting like he's Eddie, or Edward? Vanilla Coke. Just skin's hanging off your bones, Eddie. Hey, it's Dracula's castle. It is not on the route, on the biome map. I guess we could add it to the biome map, and then we can go to the Black Bridge. You know, we would be skipping the corrupted prison, but it kind of does also fit in line with my thoughts, which are, let's completely ignore the cursed mechanics in all ways, because the cursed mechanics are kind of garbage. I was kind of hoping that maybe I would, you know, have a little bit of a difference of opinion after I'd started to play around with the cursed update, but I think I've actually just gotten a little bit deeper in my original opinion, which is that it's just not really a very fun mechanic to begin with. I'm not a big fan of instant death mechanics in pretty much any game, and so to kind of like build a update around it, I'm just like, well, what's the freaking point? So yeah, we'll probably just ignore the cursed for forevermore, since I'm not necessarily invested in the idea of just making a very short, awkward run that just kind of ends in the early biomes because of like missing a parry or something. Get out of here. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't really stagger them twice, which is a shame. Curse biomes more like de-incentivized biomes, says Connie. Yeah, that's kind of like my opinion right now. Sure, it's nice to get higher quality gear, but like one level of higher quality gear doesn't make or break your run. Neither does the possibility of getting a scroll. You know what does make or break your run? Instantly dying. So. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna like, hey you jerk. I'm just gonna ignore it, and you know, if anyone doesn't like that idea, well, you know, sucks to be you. I'm the streamer here, not you. Play your own damn run of Dead Cells. Show me how it's done. Go kill yourself by killing a spiker, and then, not a spiker, killing a cursed enemy, and then, oh, my parry. And then running into some poison in the toxic sewers. Hey, you. Get out of here! You're so annoying. Ugh. L2R1, welcome. How you doing? So yeah, we'll probably, oh, come on. We'll probably add some things to the biome map, I suppose. Oh. I don't know if I actually parried that, but it seemed cool. It looked cool. Get out of here, you freaking grenader. We have a few things left to do in this biome. Ooh, what the heck? That one little grenade had a large food heal and then also money. Send that clip to Lydia. I got your buzz cutter beat. God, now I gotta actually remind myself to clip that one later. I know I wouldn't want to go somewhere literally cursed, says Gladeair. That too, yeah, you know. I would stay away from this island if I had the opportunity. Okay. Good damage, poisons the enemy, plus bleed and burning oil synergy on Panchaku 7. The infantry bow spreads oil, and we have pyrotechnic in the backpack. So we can also use this to light enemies on fire. It does pierce as well. Doesn't do as much damage, but it does also apply a burn effect. I think we can go Panchaku, seems okay. Yeah, good opportunity to take combo in a run, I like it. Also just a solid weapon. Now, we have to think though, because the throwing knife is very, very good, and it has double front arrows. And the war spear is good too. Very good raw damage. Excuse me, sniffle. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do is take pyrotechnic and the throwing knife, because you know what I like? What I like is enabling synergies. We can easily enable burn and bleed synergy in one mutation. Laser glaive is also pretty good for that. Misericord, no, I'm not taking cursed garbage. Fire blast though actually seems like it might be better than pyrotechnic because it lasts for a while, interestingly enough. It's not just one shot, it's like a which I think is pretty cool. So you know what, let's upgrade this. And we're spending a lot of money, but we're doing this to make the run hopefully better later. It's even gonna be a while until we can enable these synergies because I need to go to the place to enable them, but I mean, we also have Panchaku, which is, you know, very good. It's getting the job done. It's getting the job done, damn it. I was gonna say, usually there's an enemy over here. Dare Nunu, welcome! How are you doing today? It did 600 damage on the first hit of the crit, which is very nice for a weapon, very solid. There is a teleporter down here. How have you been lately, Dare Nunu? How is your week been? And Scipio Scion, hello. Feel like I haven't seen you around lately, but it's good to see you today. I'm just hearing from all the cells getting sucked into my body. We will take the sinew slicer. We get another bleed enabler, and it has bonus damage on burning oil. Would you look at that? We're building into our own synergies here. We do need something else that applies oil though, because we have 3 things that do double damage against burning oil, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That is free food, but it's super cursed. We don't really need it at all. I guess we're just gonna go to Dracula's castle, put it on the map, right? Nunu says I'm sleepy at work. I have been feeling very tired lately myself. I hope that you get the opportunity to actually sleep at work. That'd be awesome. I still wish that these biome maps updated without you having to go through the doors. Like if you just saw the door, it would add it to your map, but you know, whatever. Well, this is a way of enabling burn, but not of enabling oil. Hold up. Monday, isn't even a Monday. Yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. No, you are the wrong person. You are the right person. It's like a 1.5 seconds. That's pretty good. It's a pretty decent amount of damage. Now, I would like... Yeah, I guess we probably don't need oil at this point. Let's save our money. Guess I can in 1 hour, but maybe I stay awake and watch Abe instead, says Nunu. I'd rather you go to sleep. If you're feeling tired, sleep. Snort that oxygen, baby. Make sure to look after number 1. Abe. The beheaded. Our biter friend. Fitting outfit. I kind of like this outfit. I wish that heads worked with it though. Instead we get a headless outfit. I know, right? Ugh. Yo, what is with these freaking scrolls, my dude? They are not very good. I guess if we were going to fight death, I would want to have all the HP, but we're not going to fight death. We're going to be fighting the Black Bridge boss on this one. So here's hoping, fingers crossed, easy, flawless. And my amulet also doesn't even have any of the alt colors on it. Whoops. My amulet is pure red. We've had 4 off colors so far. Dracula isn't here, said he used to collecting sneezes. Well, that wasn't really a sneeze, it was more of a honk. I thought I pressed the mute button. That's an edit for the YouTube video. One thing that I'm very glad for, or happy for, is the new paths in the update. It's very nice to actually have more opportunities to go in other directions. Challenge run off-color scrolls only. Well, considering that every... Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Considering that every single scroll gives you 2 choices, you could in theory do a run where you only go off-color, and it would be the worst run ever. Because you could main brutality and then only have 1 stat in it for the whole run. It would not be a very good run, let's say, would it? But it is theoretically possible. I just want to go kill this guy. I don't know why I'm just, I don't know why I wanted to kill him. No damage ever. It would be the worst run. It'd be like, you might as well just try to play the game on soul level 1, you know? Don't take any scrolls. You could probably do it. It wouldn't be a very fun run of Dead Cells. Here's our Black Bridge exit, so we'll be taking that one when we leave. But, we gotta murder some things first. Okay, I do see, and I like that there's a blowgun there. We can build around poison. Right now I have and I'm not gonna worry about it right now because we got things to do. I'm not gonna worry about it right now, but I'm not really using the bleed synergy. We have bleeding on the sinew slicer. The Panchaku just has 60% on bleed, but we could re-roll it to try to get to poison. We could get another weapon. It's unlikely to be a shop on this floor, though. This floor is a little wild like that. So few shops. Hey, you. But for now... Yeah, we didn't get one here. We did get a regular shop, though. Spreads oil. Maybe going for time doors would be a strat for that, since you'd be lacking in damage. Just like never attacking anything ever. The boss fights would take a million years, though. Fire grenade. Okay. Am I really going to have every damage synergy? Why not? This will be wild. We can have bleed, fire, and poison immediately. Victims release a toxic cloud with each hit. Sure, why not? Knock that off! What are you doing? Get out of here. If it's a backstab, it'll still do a lot of damage in theory. Okay, let's get rid of the fire blast. Get rid of the amulet. So now we've got poison. Do those shots pierce? They don't. Fires a lot of arrows, but that's pretty much unnecessary. I'm basically just using this for the status effect. It seems like a very dumb build, but I really like adding status effects to the attacks. Even a rainbow run ends up having boss kills that take years. At least Soul Level 1 Dark Souls, you're still doing some damage. That's the thing. You notice it when you play a lot of Dead Cells, but how the game handles damage is that it all scales multiplicatively with one another. Every single scroll you get increases your damage based off of however many scrolls you have. You go from doing 100% damage to 115% damage to 132% damage, and then by the end of it, at the end of a run, you're doing 80,000% extra damage because you've scaled your stats and the game expects you to be scaling your stats. Imagine fighting one of the freaking heal mimics. That'd be misery. It would out-heal you by far. But yeah, the game is definitely designed around you having those stats. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You're welcome. Your damage really is terrible if you don't stat right. Yeah. There's a curse chest. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's theoretically plenty of enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 enemies. Crap. But we gotta go for it. It's curse chest. I have to run through 3 enemies to get there, and I have to leave those enemies alive as well. If I'm lucky, there's enemies inside of this door, but we're also getting more spawns as well. Worst case scenario, we can just, let enemies spawn in, but currently there's, I think 13 enemies on the screen, so should be able to make it work. You're new. Give me a second, dude. Whoa. Colorless cat spreads oil. You know what? We don't need the sinew slicer. And it's actually pretty good against the boss, because the cat's just gonna start smacking. We get oil. Yeah, okay. Take the kitty. Oh, all right. Just 2 teleporters. Sure, why not? Let me help. I attacked something over there. Whew. Hate the teleporters. No enemies remaining. I don't know if we're still melee'd. I think we are. Oh, but we don't have enough melees for enemies to even spawn in, so we must have cleared it. Let's go over here. There you go. Oh, okay. I thought the scroll fragment was down here. It's 1 more level down, so We'll go the long way around. Ossuary is the only biome that lies about the enemies on the map, right, says Connie? Those gooey dudes. Yeah, well, technically no. Enemies that spawn buzz cutters or enemies that spawn biters. So if you're in the sewers, you get biters. If you're in the graveyard, a lot of those enemies that spawn buzz cutters. They will also lie. You'll see them on the map. But you generally know which ones are the goo dudes because they're all like clumped together. If you just count that as one, generally you can get a rough estimate, a good rough estimate. But yeah, you gotta be careful. They can lie. Dong, ding, dong. There's another one. All right, we are going to the bridge. We're completely done with the floor. We're at full health. Nothing to buy. I guess we're gonna keep the pans for a while, but that's fine. It doesn't matter as much in the graveyard as it does in the ossuary because after the graveyard, there's still just another normal floor, which means you're not going to have an immediate boss fight. It's close to 199. I killed everything too, so it's not like we can go back. Okay, so we have the bleed and the fire synergies with the Panchakus. So we're gonna keep that as is. We're gonna take combo. We have poison as well, but nothing synergizes off of poison. I'm still gonna take it, because why not? Let's go to the bridge. We are down one scroll because we didn't go to the prison, but I didn't. It's a good excuse to bail on another route because we didn't have to worry about the curse from the prison. That's what I'll say. I kinda wish there was an option to disable the cursed biomes. As lame as that is. It's really hard to get more damage done. Get around him, get around him, get around him! There we go. Tree Jam, welcome! My harbinger of the weekend! One more day! One more day, and then it's the weekend. One more day. I'm doing all right, Tree Jam. I hope that you are doing all right as well. This coffee is very hot. It's a hot coffee today, but I should make more cold coffee. I should make cold coffee like the right way. I should look up a recipe or something. Because I wouldn't mind a nice cup of cold cream coffee. Rapier 9 legendary, movement speed for 5 seconds after a crit. Huh, I mean, it's good. It is very good. We can reroll this into getting damage bonuses and then just take this. Coffee ice cream would be freaking delicious, but I don't have any ice cream, unfortunately. By the time I get it home, it's already melted. Man, it's hard because the Panchaku already has the built-in damage synergies, but it's only a level 8. The Rapier is level 9. It getting a movement speed bonus is like whatever, who cares, but the weapon itself could be pretty good. I like it because it doesn't crit on the front, it just crits on the roll. Spreads oil. Frozen. Crits up, full health up, victims burn when they die, grenade. kind of hoping for better modifiers, honestly. 80% on poison. I mean, we can get poisoned enemies, I guess. I don't know. I'm starting to think that if we take it now, we're just going to reroll this later because the rerolls... Sorry, we're not going to reroll it later. We're going to replace it later because the rerolls weren't that good. But then again, this is also a weapon where the legendary... I don't know what the hell was happening there. Where's Lemon? Rapier tech. Hold on. This is a weapon that, because it has a garbage legendary affix, like who cares about getting a speed bonus, we're gonna be looking to replace this at some point. We're gonna replace it with a higher quality rapier. And that will do more for us than, you know, it being legendary. If we can just, no. If we can just get like a level, you know, 12, we'll be happy. So what do we have here? I'm just checking the area just in case things have changed. Sanctuary is incentivized. There is a cursed fractured shrine. It's funny that that didn't show up when we were in the Black Bridge room. It only showed up here in the intermission room. I don't mind shrines. I like the biome. So we could do it for a legendary, but kind of goes against my principle today of just kind of ignoring curses. So we could probably go for Slumbering Sanctuary, I guess. That allows us to go to the cavern too. So. Cyberdrunk, welcome. Is it worth starting the game from scratch? Anyone know how it runs on Switch? I can't tell you about the Switch. I can say the game is great from scratch. If you have not played Dead Cells yet, I mean, you're going to be starting it from scratch. If you have played Dead Cells before and you're thinking about starting a run from scratch, maybe it's been a while since you've last played. It's a fun game. I did a new run in the Queen and the Seas DLC. Started a new save file. It was great. Had a lot of fun. Gotcha. So personally, I would recommend it. Wortmauler says Switch might have some hiccups, but the game is worth it. I mean, I would have thought the same thing about the mobile version of the game, but apparently the mobile version of the game is pretty damn good. A lot of people play it. A lot of people like it. Thank you, Kitty. Connie says, in other news, I missed exactly one note in RE3 was at the power station. Oh, note. Took me a while to realize you're talking about, like, hint notes as opposed to musical notes. I don't know why I got confused with that. Because I'm an idiot, I guess. That's an elite. I'm not gonna go fight an elite, let's just move on. Okay, we're gonna go fight that elite, and we're gonna kick his ass. Thank you, thank you. Climb the wall, climb the wall, climb the wall, climb the wall. Why does the cat crit? That was actually a pretty easy fight. I just kind of ran from him, just shot him with some throwing knives. Maybe it's like a, whoa, third hit of the cat situation. Like, the cat will crit. Oh my god. I can't see anything! Maybe like the cat will crit eventually on its attacks. Why are there so many of these freaking jokers? Grenade Alley here. I know that happens, like, there's one room in this biome every run that is just full of those grenades, and it's just kind of funny to me. It's like, wow, why are there so many grenades? I mean, it is weird. It is a little weird. It is a little weird. Hold on. I'm gonna sell that. I think we're fine as is. Mobile version lags in any DLC biome the more you walk in it. That's unfortunate. You know what? If we have poison damage synergy, let's equip the blowgun. It's a little slower of a weapon, but then we can actually enable the damage bonus every combat. And we'll just hold on to the throwing knives for a while until we can get better things. It's a mimic shop. This is fine for a mimic shop. It's not super early, so we can actually kill it. Doesn't have anything to do with frames or graphics. Lags in DLC biomes. I mean, just I guess the nature of the programming beast sometimes. All right. I guess we're not gonna worry about the shops for a minute. Your jump. I like watching the cat fall. Screw you, kitty cat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost don't even need to hit these enemies. Just let the poison do all the work for me. Where's the fun in that? I gotta get in there and get the kill. It's mine, damn it. Well, we've already started. 4,000 DPS on the money shooter. Hilariously, that's not that bad, but also not what we're looking for. I'm gonna think about what I would like from this floor. I guess ultimately a better weapon than the rapier. Which is not to say that the rapier has been bad or is bad. But I would definitely not say no to a even higher quality weapon. And as I was saying earlier, we don't need this specific rapier. In fact, a replacement would be better for us because it would be cheaper to reroll. We spent a lot of money re-rolling this one and didn't really get what we wanted out of it. I don't know why this one was so tricky to re-roll. Like we re-rolled it many times. We didn't get what we were looking for at all. I think you would expect to get more of the synergies you're looking for. Something that I have to remember too with this weapon that we have, the blowgun, the arrows that it fires will also apply poison clouds. Not on projectile hitting a wall, but on projectile hitting an enemy, the shots from behind will still poison. Look at that. convenient, it's nice. All right, clock tower. That's gonna be the cavern exit. Let's take a look at the weapon shop. Check it out. Hesitant Pixel asks, is bladed tonfas bad or is it hard to use? Why can it not be both? Both bad and kind of hard to use. These are not good enough. Dude, balanced blade. Oil and double damage on burning oil. It's surprisingly decent. It'll do plus 90% when you strike repeatedly, so it's not gonna do 10,000 DPS, it's gonna do roughly 19,000 DPS. And then, you know, 100% on top of that with the burning oil. So a balanced blade 11, it would be pretty damn solid. If this is the Mimic, I would be happy with it. It's not the Mimic, but I'm still happy with it. Gives us a nice, cheap upgrade, I think. And it works very well with combo. Okay, that's a quad damage firebrand. That's interesting. Very interesting. Remind me after this run, I gotta test if quad damage or double damage or plus damage works in the DOT. I gotta test it because I wanna know. Because in theory, we could put this in the backpack, get high value DOTs that are gonna be reduced 28% in theory, if that affects the DOTs, but then it's gonna still be roughly the same amount of burn as it should. And that being in the backpack is quite nice. We won't have any bleed synergy, but we would definitely have a burning synergy. I mean, honestly, I like the idea of just doing this. Why not? You don't get penalized for quad damage items in your backpack, so let's take it. Now, one problem with this is that now we don't have enough money to actually get the Mimic item. But I think that's okay, because that's a solid pickup. And we can even equip that if we're fighting a boss, if we think we can fight the boss. So can I actually afford anything here? Because this is the Mimic, and maybe we can get a high-level infantry grenade. Oh baby. I guess we don't need the fire grenade anymore, so. Wow, he did no damage. That's what pisses me off about this guy. Honestly, like, he does so much damage if you're at low level, and then if you're at a high level, it's like, he's just kind of a pushover. You can just kill him. I hate that guy. I hate him so much. He's such an a-hole. All right, let's go to the cavern. The mimics are so broken early game, they will kill you with no remorse, and then they hit you in the late game and it's like, oh, 5% damage. Why? Why? Like, fix, please, video game. Yeah, I'll swap. How'd you know it was a mimic? We found, on that floor, a secret room that contained one of the imps from the bank, and he's complaining about they're everywhere, aka the mimics. So we knew that there was gonna be a mimic on that floor. Yeah, we'll go bank. This is probably the ideal time to get a bank. I'll take it. I love it. I would love it if the game would load, but there you go. It's one of these guys. Oh, also one of the characters that I am, one of those imps. Can I hold the attack button with this weapon? No, I gotta check. Squad damage doesn't work on you while the backpack. Shocked Pikachu face says hesitant pixel. Now the one thing that you gotta know is... Did I sneeze a lot? Excuse me. Second thing you gotta know is that we have to have more money to get through the door. I believe you will still get double damage out of the item, but you won't get penalized for it in your backpack. But that does not affect the cursed sword. The cursed sword will still kill you if it's in your backpack. Keep that in mind. Hopefully we still have our crit going. Now we got our crits going. Let's see how long that lasts for. Should last long enough. There we go. We lost the combo bonus. And it's still going on. That's interesting. It says that we're still getting crits, but we're not actually getting crits because we upgraded our stats. There we go. That's what. So I'm realizing now the missing piece of the puzzle is that the cat needs to hit, and then we need to hit with the firebrand to actually get oil going on here. And if we can get that, then we've got our damage. We're getting 6,000 per hit, and that's not even anything. That's no bonuses. That's just the base damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's nothing I can use to heal. Okay, heal up. Everything went fine until that one moment, and it's another off-color scroll. My lord. Well, we gotta go and worry about the food now. Oh good, a face flask. Well, if we really wanted to go vengeance, we could. We could. Looks like there's another area here to explore. Why don't we try to deal with the curse while we're here? Just go nice and slow. I think I realize now what happened there, by the way. I think I was in the 5th attack of the combo here, which has a small animation block, and I didn't think about it. There you go. I almost also went into the spikes. I was a little concerned. That's probably what happened there, and that would explain why I got kind of combo locked, because I felt like I was unable to move for a second. I have not picked up the key yet. Let's grab this and then go get the key. Go. Now we can leave. Well, actually, I'm gonna go down to the bottom floor. I like having access to the food shop if I need it. Since I took some big hits, I feel like I need it. Anyone? Anyone at all? It's a lot of walking. Hey. No. Knock it off. I hope he doesn't expand, but it looks like he's probably going to. Whoa! Those guys as well, it definitely feels like they are easier to kill. Whoa, what a range on this guy. What a joker. Might just heal up again, just to be safe. Feels like they also are way harder in the early game. It feels like it's more than just scrolls. Like there's something else going on there, something with the mechanics, with the scaling factor of the enemy. Hey, knock it off. You also knock it off. Well, we're not gonna be able to afford a flask for a while, but I'm probably gonna buy one, because I kinda need one. Yeah, all of the enemies here wreck you if you go here early. I don't know if there can be a cursed bank biome, but if there can, that would be the ultimate lethal biome. The hardest parts of the entire game rolled into one location. Gotta be careful with this balanced blade, since I'm realizing now. Knock it off. The downside, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6-hit animation lock, is kind of severe. What? Come on! It's also got very poor range for a weapon. Also, every time I get combos smacked by these jokers. I would very much like to be able to afford some heals. If we can only buy the food, will be good enough. Whoa! Okay, I am almost dead. Hey. Okay, this is the end. My only friend, the end. Dude, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I gotta acknowledge that this might be balanced blade. Bad range on the weapon might be causing me to get hit a little bit here. Don't break this. Just open the door. Okay, I don't think we've seen the mimic yet. It would suck if it's here, but I think we can probably kill it fast enough. I want the food. Yeah, okay. Eat all the food, get back up to full health. Whew. We're alive. I don't know if we should be, but we're alive. 2 heals down, but that's okay. Dear Nunu says, shift almost over, only 6.5 hours left. I'm so sorry, dear Nunu. It sounds like you don't have a very, exciting job either, unfortunately. Yomkin, welcome. That explosion scared the crap out of me. You're still... Oh my god, the grenade is so good. AoE on that grenade is incredible. Another one. He's coming out. Pumpkin asks, how much am I late? You're not very late. We're just starting. just to ignore the fact that we are 31 minutes, 37 seconds into a run. Which is a huge lie, by the way. I've definitely been playing longer than that. It's another off-color scroll. Maybe it is just a matter of, you know, scrolls and where you are in the game, because we're hitting and killing enemies in one shot with a freaking grenade. That's pretty good. 3 jumps. Segus Jr., welcome. Holy crap, it is Thursday. Yes, it is. And nobody is more excited than me for Thursday. Okay, careful, buddy. Buddy, old pal. It's the big one! I thought there was gonna be a landing platform there, god damn it. I guess I'll do it again. Like that little hop? Like that little hop? It's Friday here, says Matt. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Friday. Okay. This time, do not fall on the right, fall on the left, please. Thank you. I just went down the wrong side. Live in New Zealand, we live in the future. Do you live in the year 2000? In the year 2000. Level 12 flamethrower turret. It's garbage. But thank you for the money, honey. There's an enemy down here. What the heck? What are you doing? It's like 200 damage per tick fire. I don't know how that actually like compares though. We already found the mimic, so we're just looking for items here. And honestly, I'm probably... Ooh. You know, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna go for a weapon, but I gotta be honest, a barricade. And by not barricade, I mean really electrodynamics. That's really good. It'll keep the oil going, which means that we'll basically perpetually have the fire spread around enemies. I mean, Balance Blade does it too. Okay, how about this? Let's go look at the other shop, and if there's a weapon that I would prefer, we'll buy the weapon. If not, we're gonna buy this. Cursed DLC? Well, it's not a DLC, but there's gonna be a cursed-themed update to Dead Cells Zomkin, and it'll happen soon, quote unquote, question mark, whenever they decide to, you know, release it. But why? Why am I avoiding the cursed biomes, or why are they doing a cursed update? The answer to either of those questions may surprise you. Is it doing full damage? Did 14,000, that's really good. Why am I over here? This is the food biome. I wanted the weapon biome, or weapon shop, which is over here. As soon as a registered trademark of Blizzard. I thought it was Valve. The 90% is on top of the 29,000, so it's more like 55. Baseball bat's not gonna get that high, because we're not gonna be stunning. Dark Fury 50. Did the whole screen just move there all of a sudden? We got the firebrand in the backpack, which I want to keep there. Wow, this is not great. Although, dude, Fire Blast might be better than the Firebrand. Because it does its damage directly, and that's like it's 120, is it 120,000 DPS? Is the double damage taken into account on the base weapon damage? Either way, that's real good. That music, it's good music. You know what? We don't need it. I would still probably prefer to get the Electro. Because we've got quad damage Firebrand, you know? That's pretty good. We don't need double damage Fire Blast, as good as it is. Yeah, let's go, I think this is more of an upgrade, because I don't like having the grenade out. I'd rather have something else, and this is that something else. Now the real question is, can we enable it? Also, one question, how much damage does the catalyst actually do, I wonder? There's one dude up here. I wanna smack him. Reminds me of the music that plays in Spelunky when you bam a shopkeeper. 211? That's not that much. Thank you, kitty. I can't aggro, or I can't activate electrodynamics. Well, we're gonna have to find a way to activate it. We can probably find, oh, I didn't get 60 kills. Oh, I got an idea. Because this doesn't do it. Does the cat do it? Nope, it doesn't do it at all. You know what? I'm gonna buy the oil grenade then. That doesn't do it? What charges electrodynamics, goddammit? Well, I'd rather have the cat, but this is a little silly. I don't know, should I just not have it then? I need an active item to charge my freaking item. Well, I got no idea. I got no idea. I mean, we're still gonna use it, but it doesn't seem particularly effective anymore. Yeah, that doesn't charge it, so. All right, well, fair enough, I guess. Still spreads oil, and we still have the firebrand, so we'll still get burning oil. Let's fight the giant. I want an easy fight. By the way, Connie, I think the music you're thinking of is, what is the Spelunky shopkeeper theme? When you fight him? I can't remember. I remember it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I missed the fire. Hit it! This is like the best / worst fight I've had against this guy ever. I also accidentally swapped to my my card over to Foresight, and it was a good decision. I guess I'll take it, you know, I suppose. And we'll just charge electrodynamics here, so everyone please wait a minute. How y'all doing? I don't know why I can't remember the Spelunky Shopkeeper chiptune, because it's so good. There you go, finally. 2 orbs. There you go, 3 orbs. Thank you for your service. Holy water causes a holy rain of fire to burn all enemies in sight. I would very much like to try that. Because I haven't done that in a while. I don't think I've ever used this. I don't know, why couldn't I think of that tune? All right, let's do it. Big fire all around. Sorry, cat. Now, it doesn't seem to actually light everything on fire, is what's interesting about it. But that's because it only burns in sight. So I assume it's using the same calculations as like the throwing axe, where sometimes you throw the axe through a wall and it doesn't actually land. Same difference, I think. But we have oil. Oil is electrodynamics, fire and holy water, fire and firebrand. We should have no problems enabling the double damage on burning oil. I would still like to replace the balanced blade though. So let's go and see if we can make that happen. I am also surprised that the cat throw, oh, really? Really? I'm also surprised that the cat throw didn't charge it. I hate you, game. I hate you so much. Frick, like, is there really no Dracula Castle exit we can take? No, IP Castle. I mean, kinda want to go this route, so. I don't really want to do the lighthouse, so we'll try it. Swap the blade with the firebrand, you're basically a wizard. I'm a wizard. I've got so many status effects. Random weapons. Dude, I would love a twin dagger. I really like twin daggers. It's technically less damage than the balanced blade, but I really like the moveset. And the iron staff is really good too. If you can parry the Hand of the King well, then this weapon will do substantial damage. But I might just go grab the twin daggers. In fact, I might just grab it right now. We'd have to re-roll it for synergies, but I think I just like it as an item. Sorry. Sorry. Double damage blood sword. Like, I don't know why. This is fine. Something about that balance blade has just not been doing it for me. Okay, so we're gonna have a cursed chest. You know, this makes up for the fact we didn't go to the cursed biome early, I guess. You know, so. Holy crap. We should be dead. Thankfully, something I have creates a shield. Is it did holy water create a shield for me there? Yeah, it doesn't actually go down at all, which is interesting. It's purely insight, quote unquote. I don't don't really want to fight you. Okay, well, now I'm more cursed. Actually, wait, I did not get cursed by that guy, I don't think. Something that killed him, whether it was the electricity or the fall damage or the fire, something killed him without actually accumulating damage, which was nice. Yeah, so when I use the holy water, it actually generates a shield temporarily. It doesn't say that on the weapon. I guess the thinking, oh, it's another one! Get out of here. I guess the thinking is that you are kind of like locked in place. Oh, curse lifted, by the way. You're kind of locked in place for a second. So to make it a little bit more fair, you're not quite locked in fully. Without a shield, they give you a shield. It's kind of a similar thing with the scissors. Because you're locked in place, they give you a shield. It's not actually set on the weapon either, which is interesting. It's just kind of a bonus. Now, as long as there's... You mother trucker. Yeah, I didn't get cursed. Would you look at that? I hope they never fix this bug that is causing that problem. Yeah, that didn't really work. It didn't really light him on fire. I don't know why I tried it. Okay, thank God for that. That was annoying as heck. Anyways, if you haven't seen it yet, anybody, that's the cursed biome. There's enemies that curse you, and then curse you. So you get cursed when you come to the cursed biome, and then it freaking sucks. Although we are getting level 12 amulets. I could see that being a reason to come here. To have additional chances at better amulets. Because you only get them from the caverns in the Astrolab. That's kind of nice. Biters? Biters are from the holy water. I didn't think about that. Another 3 amulet, but the one we have is currently better. Well. I think the biters got him. So thank you biters. Because I really didn't want to have to deal with that a-hole. Maybe the biters are taking the curse. They deal the killing blow, so the curse only affects them. That's kind of hilarious if that's how that works. But I don't think so. I don't think it's the biters, because it's happening like when I fall into the enemy and then start attacking him. I think it might be electrodynamics, actually. Like I don't like having to just stop and dodge for a minute. Kind of slows things down a little bit, you know? But I wonder if, yeah, I don't think it's the biters. Maybe the shield. I don't have a shield on when I'm down there though. I really do think it's probably just Electro. I don't know, because I didn't get cursed. Like, it's happening on every single one of those enemies. I'm not getting cursed. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I freaking love it, because I hate those guys. That was annoying. I kind of got like locked in place for a minute. I couldn't move. Game's been acting a little bit funky lately. That's what I'll chalk it up to a little bit of funkiness. Oh my god, it's a legendary. Is that a Bible? That's funny. You are on the beta branch. I guess it could be a little bit funky because of that, you're right. Oh my god, so many off colors. Please, game. I mean, we'll get one more on color at least. Maybe it's like, hold on, these things fire arrows? Maybe it's the arrow from the twin dagger that kills him? Get out of here. That's what I can think. Teleporter. Oh, there is none. Hey, Quark, welcome. Happy Thursday, how are you doing? Is that another one? Okay, now I'm cursed. Whatever killed him is on me. Dude, that fire does a lot of damage. Clunk. $500 and something damage with the fire? That is not a lot. Jumpkin says I'm betting on biters. Well, we'll have to do like a slow motion replay, I think, to see for sure. I'm just realizing, because of the biome we're in, we should really get eyes on the other chest as quickly as we can. It is a normal, non-cursed chest, okay. Whoops. They aggro other enemies and such. I mean, the biters... The why I don't think it's the biters is that I don't think I'm actually getting biters when I'm killing those enemies. I think that the biters only happen after I kill the enemies, you know? When I downwards attack into an enemy and then he dies super quickly on like my first sword swing, there's no biters over there. The biters aren't gonna kill him before my sword does. I think it's, oh hey, more holy water. We could double holy water, I guess. Double fist these holy water flasks. Oh, thank you. Didn't see that there was another chest, but only one cursed on the floor. I'm okay with that. Funny. I need a quick bow. Do we want these throwing knives? Do we want bleed? Twin daggers have a bleed synergy, but we're gonna re-roll them. We're gonna look for burning oil, I think. Why am I keeping the blowgun then? I don't know. It only has 5 shots. The throwing knives do give more damage, but the blowgun does do a lot of damage if it hits the enemy. I mean, not even if, when it hits the enemy, 11,000 damage. But the throwing knife does have more ammo, and it still has arrows. And the more ammo means I don't have to worry about boss fights sucking up all the ammo. It's more usable. You know? I think I'll replace. I think we're more likely to want bleed synergy bonuses because of the fact that we are rolling brutality. And now for the ultimate question, do you want the freaking Bible? I don't know, maybe? Let's do it. If I was doing a run not on stream, I would not take the Bible. I would take instead the twin daggers, because I've been having a lot of fun with them. I like those weapons. But because it's here, because we're streaming, let's take the Bibble. And we're about to fight a chunky boss where this could actually help out quite a lot having double projectiles on it, so. Let's do it. I'm not gonna activate the new path, the alt route, even though we should at some point. Let's just go to the throne room. Okay, so we're looking for bleed and burning oil. Well, there's burning, bleed, and spread oil. That's actually not that bad. If we reroll, we only get a few rerolls, so. Is this a cathedral? So much holy water. There was a lot of holy water there, for sure. Spread oil, there's our fire. Spreads oil, plus on bleed, plus on burning. We get bleed, we get burn. So yeah, we can keep this, I think. We also have burn with the holy water, of course. Sure. Probably don't need combo or any of that nonsense, but like, what else are we gonna take, honestly? Don't even have a turret, can't take support. Can't even take support. I might try to reroll this after the boss fight, or before spoiler boss, but we'll bibble it up. Hello. So immediate LT, and then Y when we walk forward. Okay, I mean, that was a very sloppy fight because he wasn't even on fire at the end there. I kind of forgot to light him up, but, you know, double bibbles. They work. Okay, Hand of the King, give me your knuckles. $100,000 damage on the spike boots is pretty funny. Like, I kind of like the idea of just using these. They've got a cool synergy or a cool combo too. I've never used them since they changed the combo to this, by the way. It very much moves the character around though. That's gonna be something that we gotta play around with in the future, but I can only hold one melee weapon, so. Zomkin says, take those boots. Oh, sorry. These boots are made for recycling. That's just what I'll do. Gonna flawlessly Hand of the King and recycle these boots all over you. Weowid, welcome. Oh, this is so nice that they fixed this bug. I'm stuck on 3 BC, so that looked impressive. That was all right. That was an all right fight, I think. Definitely felt sloppy. But I think that's because I was trying, I think, a little bit too hard to ensure that I was getting like the appropriate second hit in. And I even failed doing that a few times. Give me the books. I don't know, like, because the books, they do deal a lot of damage, don't they? Whoa! Thank you. I don't know what hit me there. Oh, it was the, I know what it was. You know what? Let's just do this. It was the flaming skull! I feel bad for the bird, I honestly do. He doesn't know what's going on. He just doesn't understand why he can't hit the ground. Game's bugged. Too strong. Player, too strong. Dude, the fire damage from this is very high. Yeah, all the orbitals. I'm Tiny Planet Run. 8,000 DPS from the holy water, by the way. It's pretty good. By the way, don't forget to remind me at the end of this run, chat. Random skills. Well, there's nothing that I would replace at this point. Cool effect, too. Like, I guess, buy a better Electro if it showed up, but I can't really afford to replace the Holy Water. The Holy Water is a legendary, and the legendary effect on it is actually good, as opposed to most items. I don't know what happened to that guy. Doodling. I think my book's burned. That might actually be a thing, by the way. Dude, I can kill you. That might actually be a mechanic where the books, if they hit fire, they burn, because kind of look like they burn. Ah! I'm okay. Thank you, biters. Where am I going? I'm kind of just like jumping around. Jump around! Jump around! Oh, we got both of the keys. What should we remind you, Abe? Asks Warp Maulers, who's been here since the beginning of the run. So should remember what I asked him to remind me of. And if you can't remember, well then why are you here? No! No! It was a trap. It was a tiny, tiny little outcropping of land. 6-7, it's a lot of HP, let's say. See, Gladair remembers. Because he's a good viewer who doesn't forget. I kid. We're okay. Yeah, I heard that. Thank you. Really hope there's a teleporter down here. What is down here? Oh, it's just the tower, I think. Clunk. Clunk. I guess at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter if you're using the book versus another weapon, because you're gonna kill things in one hit with it anyways, pretty much. I'd rather get hit by the kick than by the book. Dude, actually the shield from that's quite nice. A lot of weapons that have shields, it's like, the weapon doesn't lock you in place, so I don't really understand the point of the shield. It's not really something that you can really reliably use defensively. You're using your skill offensively. But when something locks you in place, having it give you a shield is really nice. There's other weapons in the game that do that. I can't really remember any right now, but I know that they do exist somewhere. Got him. It's called Viewer Not Hero for a reason. Well, sounds like someone needs to change. I really wish that the holy water had a little bit better of an AoE, but that's okay. We're also not gonna get 60. I keep getting punched, but it's not a big deal. Yes, yes, come here. I've got books. When you're not doing anything else, the books actually do quite a lot of damage. This biome feels confusing as hell, says Connie. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, like pretty much that was all fire and electrodynamics on that one. I guess oil makes burn do more damage, right? So we should definitely, you know, ensure that the enemies are oiled up when that burn hits, because if it doubles the damage of the holy water, then it's doing 16,000 DPS per stack, which is pretty good. I am also not going to re-roll the Bible. I think it has enough bonuses, plus bleed and plus burn, that if we re-roll it, the only way we get something better is if we get both burning oil and bleed. I think I would rather take the money that we would spend doing that and just make sure we're at full health. We've got 2 flasks, just in case things go wrong. And I don't even think we're gonna like re-roll mutations. The mutations are fine. Combo's not great, but like, I never know what else to take when I'm dealing with brutality. Brutality is the hardest one to find mutations for. Especially against bosses, because a lot of the brutality mutations are like your first hit deals more damage, after you use a skill you do a little bit more damage, on a kill you get like a recharge. That's never gonna happen. It's 3, 5 brand, dynamic, spreads oil. And plus damage on electrified, which is its own self synergy. We could reroll some of this stuff, but again, like why? Why? Emergency triage, is that fast healing? Actually, you know what? I suppose Tainted Flask would be an acceptable choice. We can take Tainted Flask, just, you know, back up. And then, what did I have? Right, aggro, because we've got quad damage. Like even just having, you know, some ability to get bonuses in the fight. After the first heal, we can chug, and then in between his shielding, we'll just keep chugging, and we should have infinite, or we should have enough flasks to have bonuses after the first time we heal. I'm not gonna do it initially because this sequence lasts for like 17 seconds, so. Yeah, this should be fine. I always forget about Tainted Flask. It's like Vengeance, but you gotta heal. There we go. So I did lose Tainted Flask. I should have healed. Instead, we are just gonna obliterate him. I like the Legendary Bible. I don't like the normal one. I like the Legendary one. And only for bosses, but... You know, I have to admit that it did do a good enough job on the biome. It was still one-shotting things, but I don't think that's gonna happen early in the run. And I think the weapon is too fiddly to use early in the run. I like it for bosses, though. Pixel says, I always take emergency triage because his flask always falls in the spikes. Do you mean masochism, Hesitant Pixel? The one that means that traps do less damage? Because emergency triage... I guess what you're saying is that you want to be invincible for 2 seconds after you heal, right? Yeah, okay. I can see that being like a solid fallback for that exact situation. I actually had a run relatively recently where I grabbed the flask, it was next to the spikes, so I didn't heal, and I tried to find an opening to heal, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So since then, I've just been chugging as soon as I grab the flask, and then if I get hit into the spikes, whatever. It's not going to kill you immediately. You've healed. You'll be at full health. But I can see that as being a good fallback, especially if you're trying to do it flawlessly. Anyways, good run. That was a really nice holy water. I'm surprised at how much damage it does. I guess I should really use it more often when it's not legendary, because if it does that amount of bird damage, but dedicated to one target, that thing it'll erase elites, it'll do a lot of damage to bosses, especially if you oil them up. I like it. It's a substantial amount of burn damage. And before I forget, no one reminded me, but I reminded myself. I want to do a quick test. I want to see what affects DOT. And I might even try this with the bleed and with the fire brand as well. So if I grab a very low, well, it can't be low level, it's got to be high level. So let's get it like a level, 15. There it is, throwing knife. Plus damage to a slowed down target. Shots leave a trail of flames. You know what, let me try a lower level. Maybe like level 5, okay? Maybe like level 5, okay? And then we can re-roll it. Plus damage, plus 30% to a slowed down target. Now what slows down targets? I know that Ice Shard slows down targets, so we can take that. It's fine. And then we can test to see if the DOT is affected by being slowed down. Because currently the DOT is 7. The poison's 2, ignore that. But if we, yeah, thank you, slow him down, then hit him, the DOT is 9. And it stayed 9 even after he got unslowed. See, because now it's 7, and now it's 7 and 9 because I hit him while he was slowed down. Yo, that's very interesting. It doesn't stack with each one of slow, but okay. Now, dude, this is very interesting. Now I'm super curious. I want to keep experimenting. Because if damage bonuses affect DOTs, that's very handy information to have. Let's try the fire grenade. Plus 80% on a poison target. Perfect. And then why don't we grab something like the blood sword, and we want to ideally re-roll this until it gets to like double damage or something. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let's check out the damage first, because it also has poison damage synergies. And then we'll see if we can make it double damage. So the fire. 16 damage per tick. If I poison the enemy, it still does 16 damage per tick. But if I poison the enemy first, it does mostly 16 damage per tick, but the shot from the main grenade did do 30 damage. It was getting the 80% damage to poison target. So the fire on the ground, that's not gonna scale, but the fire from the impact of the grenade will scale. Very interesting. Blood sword, it does 1 damage. Now it's doing 7. No, now it's doing 2. The 7 was from the dagger. Very interesting, okay. Can you spawn those cursed little a-holes, says Yomkin? You definitely can spawn the cursed jokers. They do appear in the mob select. They are called cursors, sore losers, and doom bringers. So I guess if we wanted to, we could see if like arrows would activate the curse. Try to figure that out, but you know, that's for another day. I'm mostly interested in the DOT potential. Now, the bleed was doing 1 damage. If we re-roll, we are looking for double damage or quad damage. I don't know. You know what? Let's take a look at the bleeding causes poisoning as well. I don't know if a weapon level 5 or weapon level 1, because it's not plus plus or whatever, can actually get that type of a modifier. I wanna look at the poison happening. It looks like it's doing poison for 5.8 DPS for 12 seconds. That's lovely. And then if they're currently, oh, it doesn't have a bonus, but that's still pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of stacks of poison right there. That's really nice. It's really nice that bleeding causes poisoning has the same duration and damage. On a weapon like the blood sword, where a lot of that damage comes from the DOT, that's substantial. Now I wonder what would happen if it was legendary. Like, would it apply to poison? I don't know. A higher level would be better for getting a specific affix, but I don't really want too many affixes because I want to look at one at a time. I'm not seeing double damage though, so why don't we get a high level blood sword? We'll check it out. We can do, you know, level 15, and it'll be S level, and yoink. Take this one. So this one is just, it's just completely normal. It has no effects on it. Let's see how much DOT this actually does, and then we'll try a double. So this does 3 bleed per tick. So if we can get, so it looks like it hits for maybe 6 ticks per second. If we hit 6 on double damage, we know it affects it. We gotta get double damage though, but presumably this would roll it if it could roll it. I'm also noticing that we're getting between 3 and 5 per reroll. And this time we got 6, which is pretty damn good. So that's just raw damage. This is doing 7. So yeah, double damage, it does affect DOT from the weapon. That's quite nice. we have anything creating oil? No. But let's put burning oil on and let's see what the damage is. We can get a oil grenade from one of these. Just do this one. Find it. I'm very, very interested in this because this is kind of good to know knowledge. So if we burn you, now we're getting 10. So it's important to know that plus 100% damage does not mean quad damage, it means triple damage because it's going from 3 to 7 to 10. So roughly doubled and then roughly tripled. So you're not gonna get multiplicatively stacking damage bonuses. And that's as expected. That's how it's been for a long time in Dead Cells. The plus 100% is just added on top of any other plus damage bonuses. Although I am also interested in whether that affects the damage from the weapon itself, and also if it affects the arrows, because the arrow does 386, and now it does 503, so it is getting plus 100%. 386 to 503, 560, 325, 345, 335, 376. So yeah, it is getting the plus 100% damage in burning oil after it got the plus 100% damage from the weapon itself. You know, it is going from 150 to 300 to roughly 500, or 170, I think. And then finally, DPS of 1495. That seems low, doesn't it? I mean, the Bloodsword weapon DPS is already 1240, right? Oh, and I think, well, I don't know. That might be because the plus 100% damage is getting applied on top of plus 408, so it's becoming plus 508, which is how I kind of expected it to go. Like if I re-roll the weapon, yeah, now it's back down to 600. Wait, if it's down to 600, then the double damage was being taken into account already. Okay. And it means that the double damage is being taken into account, not making it plus 508, it's making it plus 816 or something. Well, 916, right? Anyways, doesn't matter. We learned a little bit. We learned a little bit about how DOT can affect the damage being done on other DOT weapons. Now, it might not be the same for every weapon. You know, we just learned that fire, in particular, fire on the ground does not scale, but the direct impact fire damage will scale from like a firebrand, the fire grenade, or I assume things like poison clouds, maybe? Potentially not though, because I don't know how they work. Like alchemic carbine. Will the poison cloud get the damage buff? I'm assuming not, but the initial shot from the alchemic carbine should get any bonuses to damage. Cool, very interesting. This has gone on for long enough though. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.